Hey guys, so I just finished my stair climbing workout, and as promised I'm going to show you now what I brought with me on the airplane. And as a fitness model, our requirements for food are a little bit different than the normal person, especially the week leading up to the competition. And basically here it goes. I'll kind of explain what we do and why we do it in the short version of it. I won't get too technical with you, but basically as a fitness model we're trying to obviously have the low body fat. That's number one. You have to have that, otherwise none of these other tricks are going to even do much good. So low body fat's the first thing, but after that we need to manipulate three different things. We need to manipulate our water intake, our sodium, and our carbs. Those are the three big players. To allow our body to pull in the water into our muscles to make it look fuller and bigger, while bringing in and thinning out our skin to make it look tighter and more ripped. So here's kind of what we do starting from about 6 days out. We start to carb deplete, so basically we don't eat any carbs. We eat some vegetables, some broccoli, asparagus, that kind of stuff that really doesn't have any carbs in it. And so we'll do that for about 3 days, and our bodies and our muscle and liver can hold about 300 grams of carbs. So our goal is to get rid of as much of that as you can. So if you've been around me a little bit the last few days and you think I'm a little crabby, well, that might be why. I have really no blood sugar right now, very low blood sugar, and really no sugar in the muscles. So we do that because then 2 days leading up to the competition we carb load, and what we're trying to do there is the carbs are going to go first to the muscle, and water has to follow carbs. So water is going to come with the carbs into the muscle, and that'll make the muscles look bigger and feel harder and become much fuller, and that'll also pull the water out of the extracellular cells into the intercellular muscular cells where we want it to go. So that's the one thing. We carb load 1 to 2 days right before the show, so I'm going to start probably this afternoon carb loading for tomorrow night. Now the tricky part about our shows, especially mine, is that it's a 2-day event, and our bodies can only get tricked so long before they retaliate and go back the other way. So it can be a careful balance there, because you can actually start to look worse than before doing all this stuff. So second thing is sodium intake. We try to maintain normal sodium intake, which is still lower than the average American. The average American gets about 10,000 milligrams of sodium. The recommendation is about 2,000. We're trying to be within 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of sodium. And then 2 days before the competition, we basically go to as low salt as we can. So basically 600 to 800 milligrams of salt, which is very low, and it's pretty tough to get that little of sodium in. But if you go too low sodium, after a day or two your body's going to realize it, and it's going to hold in all the water, and it's going to make us look not very good. So again, there's a fine balance there. And then water, you may hear a lot of people dehydrating before the show, and some people still do that, but it's a pretty dangerous thing to do, and it's also can backfire big time, because if your body's not getting any water into it, it's going to hold every single ounce of water that it can. So basically what we do is we drink still a gallon and a half of water up to about 2 days out. We might cut that to a gallon for the day before, and then the day of the show we're just drinking basically as much as we're peeing out. I don't measure it, I'm not that hardcore, but some people will measure their urine and drink that much in water. So some people drink distilled water, which has no sodium or no minerals, but I'll be drinking spring water, so no tap, because you really don't know what the mineral content is of that. So basically I'll show you now what I've got, and it's pretty simple. Packed all this. I cooked it ahead of time in my little cooler. We have no microwave or, what do we got here? We got no microwave or refrigerator. So this chicken, cooked about 5 pounds of it. This is very low sodium, all natural, so it's not the stuff, the frozen kind that you get that's saturated in sodium. So all natural, about 5 pounds of that, just cooked it up and cut it into chunks, and it stays very well. So I'll be kind of eating this throughout the next 2 to 3 days, keeping our protein intake relatively high, but not super high, because we're going to be carb loading now. But as of yesterday, the last few days, it's been mostly vegetables and chicken, and some healthy fats and almonds. Alright, this might look kind of gross, but they are so good. I never knew sweet potatoes could taste this good. It's pretty much like eating candy right now. So cooked up about 4 pounds of sweet potatoes, just sliced them up, put them on a cookie sheet, and baked them in the oven for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees, and that's a great way to go. Sweet potatoes give you a lot of fiber, a lot of carbs, or complex carbs, so they're going to give you a sustained energy. And it's one of the best carbs for you, just for everyday person, not just for competition. So I'll be eating a lot of those. And what else do I have here? My last thing I've got in the cooler. Get it out. Alright, so this is another staple of mine just in my everyday life. Sometimes I'm too lazy. I don't have the time to clean and cut up a bunch of different vegetables, so I'll just get the frozen kind. And it's actually, frozen kind is very fresh because they freeze it right at the peak of its freshness. So usually I'll eat half a bag at a time and just throw them in the microwave, and that provides you with a lot of good nutrients, minerals, and let's see here. This whole bag is 150 calories. You're not going to overdose on calories with that. The last thing, this is my most exciting part, which last year got me in trouble. These are rice cakes, if you can see those. We've got 3 different kinds. I've got the chocolate, we've got just some plain no salt ones, and I've also got some caramel ones. And these I would not recommend eating basically if you're trying to lose weight. These are extremely high in sugar, and the reason why we take these is because this will raise our blood sugar levels very quickly. And for our carb loading phase, that's a good thing because those carbs go right into the muscles. But last year I got so excited to carb load the day before the show, and myself and Lisa, who you'll meet later, she's also here, I think we ate 5 or 6 of these whole packages within a day and a half. And I woke up the day of the show and wasn't looking very good, so I had to do about 2.5 hours of cardio to burn through those calories and sugar that I ate. So anyways, I'm going to use these sparingly this year, but they're definitely a treat, and they're definitely going to be useful in getting that sugar into the muscles. So, well, there it is. You have it. Kind of what pretty much everyone here does. You'll see everyone, all the competitors, there's over 400 of us here at the hotel, and everyone will be carrying their water jugs and their coolers full of chicken and usually sweet potatoes and maybe some other vegetables as well. But it's pretty standard. Pretty much everyone does the same things because it works. So anyways, I'm going to try to bring the camera into our workout, and Mandy, one of the other girls I came with here, will probably go through a quick workout with you in a little bit. See you later. Bye.